through this, but first I would like to say, does Samantha look like my princess? Lady Diana, step over. Princess Samantha has walked in the building. Okay, first of all, Barb and I would like to thank everyone for coming to our special day to celebrate the marriage of Samantha and Mitchell. Everyone that is here today is very special to us and have touched our family in some way or another. I have a few thank yous before I get into the deep stuff here. And start out with Michael and Rachel. What a great job you did for us today. Did they do a Oh, it's Rachel's birthday. I think we should sing happy birthday to Rachel. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rachel. Happy birthday to you. All right, I'd like to thank Kelly and her staff here at the Black Box Room for putting on an awesome reception and dinner for us. The Black Box Room looks absolutely beautiful. Special thanks to my mom, Sandy. Mom, please stand up.
Oh, yeah!
She made Layla's dress, flower girl's dress, from the dress Barb wore in her wedding and her mother wore in her wedding. It's very special to us, and we appreciate it. Bill and Julie, thank you so much for helping us in this wedding and for raising an amazing young man in Mitchell. Thank you very much. Okay, the specialty drink of the night is called the Marathon Mixer. It's in honor of Sam and Mitchell's love for running. I don't know why, because I don't like it. Okay, they were engaged after they ran the Illinois Marathon in April. The mixture is called Marathon Mixture, and it's a mixture of cherry whiskey, lemonade, and sweet tea. So if anybody wants to maybe try that, go ahead.
We got a little picture.
Okay, can I have Mitchell here for a couple seconds? The first time I met Mitchell was Sam's sophomore year at Ashford on Family Day. Mitchell and his mom and dad walked by us, and Sam and Barb were so giddy, like, he's so cute. I said, I don't know if the dudes are cute or not, but he does have a big nose. Barb told me to look in the mirror. So I asked you guys to judge. Who's got the bigger nose? Who's got the bigger nose? Jankowski, Jim Rhodes, come up here, please.
Well, he might insult you. Be careful. Come on, Bill.
Okay,
Watch out, Dad.
Okay, so we went a lot up to the games to watch Sam and Mitchell play. So we thought we'd get this party started. student athletes, and we went to a lot of games and did a lot of cheers. And we have a lot of alumni here tonight, and I thought we would do an AU cheer from Samantha and Mitchel. All right, would y'all help us? Okay, so here's how it goes. Bill, Jim, my dad and I are going to lead this off, and we'll say, let's go. The rest of you say, AU. And we'll go, let's go, you say AU. We'll go, let's go, you say AU. And at the end, we'll go, everybody goes, hey, and Barb Rhodes does her whistle. Is that okay, Barb? Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Samantha is, and without her, this probably wouldn't happen. She spent hours and hours taking phone calls from Samantha. Do this, do that, do this, do that. And I was just a little pawn. I didn't really do that much. So, would everybody join me in a toast to Barb for putting this on? Okay, here we go. It's almost over. Mitchel, years ago you told me that you were Sam's guy, that you would make, that you would move, and Sam would follow. Excuse me. Is that better? You got to hold it right up here. Yes. Years ago, Barb told me that you were Sam's guy and that you would have to move and Sam would follow. Well, she was right. Early on, you knew what I needed as a dad for her, as a daughter's hand in marriage. You took your time. By God, you took your time. And ultimately, you did everything I want a son-in-law to do. I wasn't too happy when we moved on January 2nd of this year down to you, but you had a plan, and you told us, and you shared it with your plan with us. And Barb and I are so happy to have you be a part of our family. Mitchel, you are everything in a man that a father-in-law would want. You are smart, educated, motivated, never say die young man, but most of all, you share the same family and faith values as Sam does that most people would love to have. I welcome you as our son and your family as our family. Last but not least, Samantha, you are my princess. You are everything your mom and dad could want in a daughter. You're an educated person, a very likable person. You are a wonderful personality and so much very, very family-oriented. You are the little engine that could. All your life, people said you couldn't do this or you couldn't do that. You made Mom and I so proud how you carry yourself and what you mean to us and so many others. I congratulate you in finding your prince in Mitchel. Have a long and happy life together Today is the first day of the rest of your new life together. For that, I would like to say to you and Mitchell both, there is a name you are given, there is a name you make for yourself, and there is a name that others call you. And everyone, please join me in a toast to Samantha and Mitchell. From today onward, everybody ready? From today onward, you will be ever known as Samantha and Mitchell Jankowski. You are. So go out there and start a new name and make your new life together. I love you both.
My name is Jankowski, and I'm Mitchell's best man for tonight. I'd like to start off by thanking everyone for being here. Some traveled a long way, some didn't. I had to travel quite a ways. But anyways, thank you everyone. Also, thanks to Mitchell's family and Samantha's family as well for allowing this to happen as well. And make sure everyone has liquor. Does everyone have alcohol? I hope. It'll make this speech a lot better, trust me. No. Now, when Mitch asked me to be his best man, the night I actually remember, I was honestly super excited and felt truly honored. I was honestly really intoxicated as well because we were on the cruise with all of our friends and we had the unlimited drink package, so you can imagine what that was like. Yeah. But no, I felt truly excited and honored because two reasons. One, I get to be a part of a real life love story of two people that really are meant for each other, and I truly mean that. And the second, because Mitch asking me to be his best man signifies that our friendship lasts the test of time. We've literally been friends since we were 12 years old, so that's about 13 years now, almost 14. He's a little older than me, but I honestly remember the first time I met Mitch when we were 12 years old. What I remember more is his blonde frosted tips highlights he had in his hair. Terrible. Terrible. I had those too, though. So from the beginning of our friendship, me and Mitch literally hung out every single day, usually at Taco Bell with a couple of these guys over here every single night. So yeah, Taco Bell was most of our times we hung out up until college, where Mitch moved to Iowa to go to school, which was a blessing in disguise because he actually met the love of his life, Samantha, there, so it worked out for the best. But Mitch and I have a friendship where we can go months without seeing each other, and as soon as he comes back, I'll be right at his house in Brownsburg drinking all the lemonade at his house. So, and right next to me is actually Gino eating all the bars, so leaving crumbs everywhere at Bill and Julie's house. So, in the 13 years, imagine the amount of lemonade I've consumed in that time. It's a lot, trust me. A lot. No. But in all honesty, Mitch beat me to the punch in marriage. We did everything growing up together, but he beat me to the punch. But I'm glad he did because he truly found someone special. I know if someone can run 26.2 miles and thoroughly enjoy it, that my friend is your soulmate. So you found the right one, trust me. With that being said, Samantha, you know how our friends are. We're really close-knit. We consider ourselves family, and from this day forward, I consider you part of our family, and for always. So with that being said, I'd just like to give my blessings to you. I wish nothing but happiness for the rest of your guys' lives. I will always be in your guys' corner and support you guys in everything that you do. So with that being said, once again, another toast To the happy couple, Mitch and Samantha, from moving forward, they will be a cardio fitness powerhouse.
I am Samantha's sister, and I want to let you guys all know that it's so very special to be an older sister. And it's been a blessing my whole life to watch Sam grow up. And, you know, I mean, there's so many things about being an older sister, right? You're supposed to be the most responsible one, except if you actually look at the record, probably the least responsible one. I think she might have learned a few things from the rest of us. I think she was taking notes because Richie and I might have screwed up a few more times than she did. Just saying. But you feel a real responsibility and you feel a real love and, you know, bond to help her grow and watch herself become a confident young woman. It's been real special for me. I know that I recently went through a bunch of pictures of Sam and I, and it's just hilarious because they're all just Sam cuddling up against me, and we're all just like, yeah, look. And I'm like, oh wow, you know, we've had this our whole life. I'm quite a few years older than Sam, so I missed a piece of her life, I feel like. You know, in high school, I was away in college for years, and we connected all the time, but it wasn't the same. And I really noticed that we've grown into a real special adult relationship, and that I still feel so proud of her and so protective of her. And, you know, if I have to be protective of her, at least she's with Mitchel, because he clearly has a love and drive for her that we want to see. You know, it's beautiful. Do you see them? It's lovely. It's amazing. Give it up for Mitchel. I know that all of us, at least all of us women, probably felt a time in our life where we didn't feel very proud of ourselves or sure of who we were. And I remember Sam coming to me when she was about 15 and just feeling kind of like, you know, this is life, like, oh no, I don't feel great. And I'm like, Sam, you are so beautiful. You do not know how beautiful you are. And I held her and we looked in the mirror together. We looked in the mirror together as we hugged. And I said, you are so beautiful. Each year you will keep becoming more and more beautiful. You will grow into yourself. You don't even see what I see and what everyone else around you sees. And I've seen her become more and more confident every year. And it's so lovely. So I'm very happy for my sister, who's obviously quite beautiful, right? Give it up for her. And she's quite lucky too because her new husband, do you notice this style? This fashion? This style over here? This hat? He's even got a little polka dot cuff. I love it. So, if Mitchel and I can bond on anything, it's definitely shoes and polka dots. So, people certainly lead this girl into more stylish days ahead. And I know it will be done with love as well. So, give it up for the couple. Thank you. All right. The third thing I have to do tonight. After this, we're going to take some shots and party hard. So I have a couple people to thank, or 4 people to be specific, but Bill and Julie, I just want to thank you so much for raising such an amazing son. He's the most genuine, kind, hardworking man that I've ever met, and I can't picture anyone else better for my best friend. So thank you so much. I don't know where you are. Oh shoot, I'm hurting. Okay. Also, I want to thank Rick and Marv for not only being the best parents to Samantha, but for being there for me all the time. And when Sam was in trouble, I was in trouble. And
we grew up together, and you guys always fostered that friendship and made us better people. And Sam is the best person that I know, and so I completely give you credit for that. So. I know. It just says, Trisha made fun of me because it says, thank parents. Bill and Julie, Barb and Rick. So, when I went to write this speech, I thought, how do you put 20 years into, 5 minutes of a speech? So, it was really tough. But obviously this day is about Mitchell and Sam. But again, we've been talking about this for 20 years, so it's really about us, And it's been the best day. Stressful, but it's been good. So, I guess I could tell you about the times that Sam was in all of our games. She was our boss, she was the teacher, she was the mom, and I was the student and the child and the worker. You can't imagine that is the truth. But one of my favorite things that we ever did was Sam liked to clean. And I don't know if this was a chore or not, but we squirt the bathroom floor with soap. And we skated around to clean the floor, which not only seems counterproductive, but probably dangerous, so sorry, parents. But Sam's super healthy now, but we used to eat Lay's potato chips and French onion dip and Coca-Colas, probably 5 a day. And Sam really liked BLTs, but not so much the lettuce or the tomato or the bacon. Mostly just the mayonnaise. So we ate a lot of mayonnaise sandwiches.
That is so true.
But my favorite story of all is the time that Sam and I got in a really big fight. I mean, super big. We were probably 10. And I don't know what we were fighting about, but I do know that Samantha took my shoes and she hid them and she said, "You're not leaving." And I said, "I'm going to walk the 100 feet to my house and go home." So I walked home, and not even 10 minutes later, which tells you the type of person Samantha is, but she came over and shoes behind her back to my front door. My brother answered. She comes to my room and gives me my shoes, and that's her apology. And we went on and we played the rest of the day. So to this day, that's probably top 3 in our fights ever. So if that tells you anything about our friendship. So I'm just gonna drop the cards as we go. It's getting smaller, I promise. So this one I'm gonna read because although we've grown up together, apart, and back together again, we've always been there for every big moment in life. And a lot of times I'll go to Indy and Mitchell's friends will be like, "I can't believe you drive 4.5 hours to come organize and clean the new house," or "I can't believe you drove to go see the band play," or to go see a marathon. And we just say that we wouldn't miss it. And that's the great thing about Sam and I, is that it doesn't matter how much time has passed, that we'll always be there for each other, and Mitchell too. I know he knows that, and he says thanks every time, and I say I wouldn't miss it, and I think he expects it at this point, but we just have such a great relationship, and it's truly a blessing to be a part of it all. So Samantha's a teacher, and I know she's a great teacher, and I've never seen her teach before, but I know this because she's been teaching me for all these years how to be compassionate, and how to be caring, and how to be a true friend. And I've learned it all from her, and she's been my biggest cheerleader. And I hope that she feels that I am too, standing by her side. I've just learned all these things from her, and I hope that you feel the same way. But Mitchell has also taught me something in the short 7 years that I've known don't block a blessing. So he says that to me. He said that to me a couple times, and I'm sure he's learned it from someone in this room right now. So just hearing that phrase from him, and if people don't want to help you, then they wouldn't help you. If they couldn't, then they wouldn't. So that's taught me a lot, and he's been, his character is astounding, and I love hearing from him all the time. So, Sam and Mitch together have shown me what love is from the beginning. People sometimes say they knew the first time they see a couple that they were going to be together forever. But I didn't, because Mitchell didn't talk to me for about the first 2 years. But how much Sam knew that they were going to be together forever convinced me that I knew that this was the right person for her to be in her life forever. Our life forever. So how hard Sam fell and how much she knew made me know that they were going to be together forever. So sometimes I see them as opposite, sometimes they're just alike, but they always balance out and complete each other. They push each other to be the best version of themselves each day, and that's how I know they're truly better together. There's no one I'd rather see my best friend spend the rest of her life with. I'm so lucky to be part of this journey and this special day. I love you both so much. And may this day be the start to many more memories and big moments that the future holds. So, please raise a glass for the newlyweds.